Hey guys, it's your girl Ivy and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a review of anything in quite some time, but I felt like this was the perfect time for me to review Boldhold. The whole reason why I decided to get this line of products was because at first I was going to get knotless braids for my trip to Tulum in the next week, but I was like, you know what, I actually want to go with a nice deep wave lace frontal, and if I'm going to do that and get in the water, I need a lace glue that's not going to come up if I get my hair wet a little bit or whatever the case may be. So I've been following Hair Diagram for some time now, and I decided I was gonna try out some of her products, especially because she has these videos where she'll be in the shower and she will like let her lace go under the running water, and she'll just be sitting there playing with her hair as the water's running on it and it's not coming up. So I was like, okay, if she trusts her products that much, I'm gonna try it out. And so I decided I was gonna order the products. They got here so quickly. They got here within like 2 days. I ordered it, I feel like on a Monday, and I got it on the Wednesday. And my hair that I'm using for my trip hasn't gotten here yet, but I wanted to test out the products on an old wig that I have just to see how the hold is and just play with applying it to make sure I apply it correctly before I get my new wig and apply it. So this is just a like 5x5 lace closure wig. It's not a frontal, it's just a closure wig. So literally I glued down from here to here. And beforehand I was just wearing it not glued down to my head. So I washed it, conditioned it, and the first time I wanted to try this out, I made the mistake of getting out of the shower. It was really muggy in my bathroom. It was very humid. And so it seemed like my attempt to apply this was a fail. But she always says, do not apply these products when your body is really hot. I was thinking like, oh, you know, I'm not that hot. So I used this. This first one is the Boldhold Lemon Burst Skin Protect. So this was actually in collaboration with Alonzo Arnold, who is a dope ass hairstylist in the Atlanta area. These two, the Lemon Burst line is made in collaboration with him, and it's made for oily skin, for people who suffer with oily skin. So would recommend it if you are someone who needs a hold that won't come up because your skin is constantly producing excessive oil. But back to what I was saying, the first time when I tried to apply it, it was weird because it seemed like my skin was still, it felt like I was sweating, so nothing was working. When I tried to put on the glue, it was like it was rolling up into little particles. So it wasn't even smoothing over onto my forehead. It was just kind of like rolling off. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do this today. I'm gonna come back on another day and attempt to lay the lace with this. And so I did. So I waited a few days and I came back not directly after I showered, made sure the temperature in my apartment was an appropriate temperature. Sometimes I let it get really hot in here, but I had it at like around 73. And I started with the Boldhold lace removal, of course, because even though I didn't successfully apply it the first time, like I said, there was those particles that were rolling off, and I just wanted to make sure none of that residue was there. And so with the Boldhold lace remover, it says spray on a paper towel or similar applicator. I used a cotton ball, rub it on the area with the adhesive. You let it sit for 1 to 5 minutes, and then after that you gently like rub it into a lather and then wipe it all off. Easy. This was great. She always recommends not using alcohol. I still don't quite know why, because in the past that's what I would use, but this worked like a charm. So then next, I used the Boldhold Lemon Burst Skin Protect. I've never used a Skin Protect before, but I would 10 out of 10 recommend, because baby, this thing made my forehead dry as hell. Not in an irritating way, but it was just like, I can see it removed all the excessive oil from my skin. And so started with this. You kind of do the same thing in that you use a paper towel or you use a cotton ball and you just dab it. She says don't rub, I think, because that could possibly irritate your skin. So you just dab it in the area that you'll be applying the lace glue, let that dry, and then you can apply another layer if you want, if you feel like you need to get more oil from your skin. And so I use that, boom. Next, I use the Boldhold Active Burst, the Alonzo Arnold edition, and it uses a lemon myrtle antibacterial. It's a lemon myrtle antibacterial formula, both of these. Apparently this also helps with the excess oil. So in her video, she recommended doing 1 dot at a time. Now, you know, for most of us who have been applying lace and, you know, doing hair, you usually put multiple dots, but she advised that you put 1 dot, you smooth that out, do another dot, smooth that out, you do another dot, smooth that out, just to avoid like having too much glue in one layer. She said because then it'll make it harder for your lace to actually stick and stay. So I did that. It takes a little more time, but not too much time to the point where it's annoying. And I did that for the first layer, let it dry clear. Did that for the second layer, let it dry clear. I think I did 3 layers actually. So then I did the 3rd layer, let it dry clear. You can do up to 7 layers, but because I'm just testing it out, I didn't want to do too much. And then of course I applied the lace, I pressed it in. Usually what you can do after that is use like a blow dryer on cool to kind of set it, but I just use the satin lace scarf or whatever. Hold on, I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Okay, I use this number. She sells it on her site to tie down, you know, the area that my lace was at. And you know, like I just left it on there while I was doing my thing, and then when I was finally ready, I took it off and then made sure my baby hairs were together. And now we're here. This is the next day. I slept on it and I came back today. As you can see, lace ain't going nowhere. In terms of blending, this is not an HD lace, but it still looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't feel like this lace is going anywhere. Mind you, it's only been a day, so I won't really know, but as of right now, it doesn't seem like my lace is lifting. So as an initial review, I think I would give this a 10. As an initial review, a 10. And it's always key to listen to directions, because I feel like I could have easily given this a low rating if I would have gone off of my initial attempt to use these products, given that the lace glue was rolling. So yeah, first initial reaction to using it, following the directions as stated, is a 10. I will be back in a few days when it is time for me to take this off and apply my new lace, and I'll let y'all know like how it's lasted over these last few days. She says that this can last, like, I think the site said 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not gonna have this unit on for 2 to 3 weeks, but I'll definitely try with my deep wave unit and give y'all feedback on that. But initial review, I would say I think it's definitely worth getting this line if it's still available on the site. And just ask me any questions that I may not have answered in here. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. As usual, like, comment, and subscribe.